Good evening. It was one of the sexiest sports cars to come out of Britain. Now TVR has staked its future in Blaenau Gwent. It'll start making new cars next year on Ebervale Enterprise Zone, creating 150 jobs near the site of the planned Circuit of Wales racetrack. The Welsh Government is giving the company its financial backing, but won't be drawn on how much taxpayers' money TVR will get or if they have to pay it back. Our business correspondent Brian Meakin reports.
It's a British icon, soon to be made in Wales. While TVR is keeping its new design under wraps, the models of the past certainly turn heads, even if they were out of the price range of most of us. TVR and the First Minister ceremonially signed on the dotted line this morning. The car manufacturer says Welsh Government backing was a major reason for deciding on Wales.
We could have chosen many places in the UK. There were more obvious ones, perhaps in the Midlands or whatever. But I think we'd be in danger of getting drowned out a little bit. We'd also be in competition for skill sets and various other things. There's an opportunity here, and particularly in Ebervale, for us to carve out the new TVR.
TVR was Blackpool's rival to Porsche, but money troubles and design problems brought production to an end almost a decade ago. Its next generation will be made at the Ebervale Enterprise Zone. It's no coincidence there are multi-million-pound plans to turn this land on the same site into a racetrack, the Circuit of Wales. TVR received financial support from the Welsh Government, though the First Minister was reluctant to see how much taxpayers' money the company was getting.
Surely there's an issue about transparency, knowing what companies are getting. We don't know what this company is.
Well, we tended in the past to publish details further on down the line. What we tend to do these days is look at grants and loans or a mixture of both. The reality is everybody puts money on the table, but money isn't everything, because we know with Aston Martin there was more money available elsewhere. It was the fact that they saw that we had a very good investment team in Welsh Government, they could work with us, and we had what they described in their own words as passion and professionalism.
The deal comes just weeks after Aston Martin was given Welsh Government money to move production here. Again, the amount wasn't made public. But not all car company investments have gone to plan. Connacht's move to make hybrid cars in South Wales came to nothing, leaving the Welsh Government over £1 million out of pocket.
These cars have inspired a fan base that has remained loyal, even though they've been out of production since 2006. The company plans to be making 2,000 of them by 2022.
TVR's attempt at a comeback is being bolstered by 350 advanced orders for its new model. Admirers of the brand have been putting down £5,000 deposits.
The fact it's going to be produced is brilliant. It's what TVR enthusiasts have been waiting for 10 years. Living in Wales, the fact that it's being produced in Wales is brilliant as well. What people in the north of England think about it, I'm not so sure, but great for Wales. I mean, any industry that's come to Wales is great, isn't it?
TVR's Ebervale revival will bring well-paid jobs to one of the poorest parts of Europe. It will also help build on Wales' reputation in the car industry and, many hope, attract more companies here.
Brian, high-paid jobs for Ebervale, but with TVR's checkered history, how long-term is this?
Well, I think the company certainly has had its problems in the past, and also it has, been taken over by new management, and they say they've already got a much brighter future. For example, in the past, the company tried to do everything, including making the engines, and that's not something they're going to do in the short term with this new TVR. So they say they've rectified some of those potential problems, but many observers would say that if you're going to have a luxury sports car brand, you really want a parent company with very deep pockets ultimately. I think the other thing is about the money from the Welsh Government. Now, there are many people who will say they shouldn't give grants which aren't paid back, they should give loans, if anything, which will be paid back. But I think one of the main issues is transparency, whether it's grants or whether it's loans. People really need to know ultimately what we're paying to these companies.
Very, very briefly, TVR are going to the same site as the proposed Circuit of Wales racing track. So is that an indication that the racetrack is likely to go ahead?
Well, the Welsh Government and the company say it's facilities like this one behind me, the college here, that means they want to be here. But ultimately, Circuit of Wales is moving forward, does seem to be moving forward successfully, and we could have an announcement fairly soon on its go-ahead.
Brian, keep us posted. Thank you. Now the rest of the day's news. Police forces across Wales have